Everything started, everything is planned, everything is namaste.
As best it
Is
can.
Now.
Not much. Stay in your corner.
everyone ready?
Yes.
I am.
Go time.
Then let us open the chapter to the start.
Nice.
Or do that. That works too.
That's why I saved it.
Oh dear. 5
Shenanigans.
seconds. 5
Shenanigans.
seconds. We couldn't wait. 5 seconds.
Apparently not.
And mood's ruined. There you go.
I deserve this. I deserve this.
Thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how a crazy party starts the story of their campaign.
Hmm.
And we need our fix.
Sorry. Anyway, next. Start, please.
Very well. It has been 60 years since the events of Boss, when people saw the green cracks in the sky, horrid rock monsters destroying everything in sight, and a group of misfits came into the light and became legends to save everyone. Despair and fear were gone from the land. The connection to the gods was renewed, and anyone, no matter how big or small, had a spark for adventure and a need of exploration. For too long, the lands of Alphateria were caged in war, deceit, and murder. But now the chains are broken. Now there is a freedom like no other. And it helped with the invention of the mech dragon made by the Crystal Forge and Nemia. That they built bigger machines to explore different parts of the land. Dragons became airships. Towers became ports. And what was once a small piece of land grew into a bigger island home. They first discovered new territories beyond the ideal cities. For small hamlets of refugees that were once caged in fear of the ruling of the mad king of Celius were brought back to relish old forgotten homes and to experience difference in lives. But this was only the beginning of the journey of the airships. For as unknown as the sky is the seas beyond. And where they saw new small islands brimming with life and knowledge beyond their own, they also discovered a brand new continent. Though the people of Alphateria first thought this continent was inhabitable, they discovered a new civilization, culture, and people, and creatures thought only in stories. In a matter of days, the continent of Alphateria and the continent of Ziridia became neighbors. The high cities of Bus and Salius were the first to extend a hand to the ruling Crown Council of Lucia, where the sovereign Sidolphus. While there were talks of partnerships and trading behind closed doors, the citizens of both continents were free to travel between the two lands to experience life in danger and to maybe discover something they never thought they would find. Which brings us to today and to the beginning of our new chapter. From Zildaria, the, the, the Grin Company has produced the first traveling show called the Starlight Review, which promises to be an experience like no other. All of you, in one way or another, have traveled to a need and to this grand sight. But we start our stories, like most stories tell, at a bar. As morning breaks and we peer into the first room of our two sleeping gnomes. Give me a sec. So we will start with a very heavy sword from the one on the left.
Donovan.
If you hear noise in the background, that's my dog making a
Yep.
racket.
It's okay.
Yeah. Hey, man, how late were we up till?
Say about Hackathon again. At least for me, since I couldn't handle your excessive snoring.
Yeah, speaking
Nope.
of the one that is snoring for some reason, let's... I don't know what's going on here, but, Cactus, can you please describe your character?
Give me a second to pull up the sheet. My character is a not English. Is a forest gnome that is 4 foot tall with dirty blonde hair, light brown skin, and green eyes. With a little bit of bags under his eyes because stays up late with his sister.
And speaking of said sister, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same duo that gave you nightmares, same duo that made you cry. But the sister to the right is a forest gnome as well. I'm also pulling up my little thing. About 3'6" with long black hair with a few graying roots that she hides under her hat. But unlike her brother, she needs to wear glasses. She is a little bit worse for wears on her eyes. Ay.
Remind me next time to go to sleep after you and force you to sleep early if I have to.
And you've said this promise to me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 times. And how many times has that been executed?
You start counting with his fingers. 25.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
have a
just
90%
goes.
chance of that working.
Good point.
Something tells me that the approach did not go the way he intended.
I have a DM question real quick.
Yes?
Am I supposed to be seeing their character sheets pop up in my journal?
Yes, they just popped out in your. They just popped out in your journal. You should be able to see them, but not edit them.
Okay, just making sure that something wasn't broken already.
That's okay.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
but
Yeah, I believe we're only supposed to see the bio and info tab.
Yeah.
let me take a look. Yes. Okay, good. It's working. All right.
Continuing on with the scene.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Rashawn, do you mind coming here?
Raishan will walk over if I can control Raishan.
Because I can't.
Don't look at me. I'm trying to move it, and I'm just getting the mouse screen.
Same. So, Cat, you remove it. I'll place another one down if that's okay with you.
I gotcha.
Yep.
I
Okay.
thought we had that fixed last session.
Apparently, we didn't. Well,
That's okay.
either that or I
It's
might have.
okay, though.
I might have planted that token before we fixed it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But continuing on.
Yeah,
Now with all three of us
Raishan will
together,
walk
we
over.
now with the three of us together, we should be checking in with the. We're at the bar. We should check in with the barkeep to make sure we paid our tab because we were both dead tired last night.
Agreed. And the duo will walk out.
Yes. So.
If you walk out to a pretty busy hallway, people are starting to get up and move around as the day sun rises.
I'll lead the way. I'll lead the way. Come on.
I'm
And
coming.
while walking, he's going to be keeping an eye to make sure his sister Amy is keeping up with him, even
Alright.
though he is groggily moving forward as well. Oh,
By
Alright.
the way,
Yes?
I see we have a welcome to the show character cameoing.
Tokens. They're just standard tokens.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's a
standard
standard
token.
Yeah, it's a standard token. Unfortunately, she's not wearing blue, so no rhyme.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh well.
However, while we're on that spot, we have another door open to the room beside her as a little halfling comes out and stretches her tired arms. Ark, would you mind explaining your character?
Jeez. Well, yeah, she's a halfling with let's see. Hang on. Yeah. 3 feet high and with dark brown hair and startling blue eyes, which is odd for a halfling. But yeah, she walks out of the room wearing traveler's clothes and just trudges after everybody else toward wherever breakfast is.
Breakfast is downstairs.
Yeah, she's looking just as tired as the gnomes over there. Been a long road trip. Yeah.
Well, of you travel downstairs?
Yep.
Yep, if I can find where my brother went.
He's
Oh,
already
yeah.
like a sneaky brother. He's beat you to it.
I was just about to type that to your cat to sound, so apologies for that.
Is this all the same floor or?
You've got a downstairs floor down here.
Okay.
Ping
Yep.
again? I didn't see. Wait, okay, I was zoomed in too far. Way down there.
Bring it down to about maybe a 30. You'll barely see your token, but you can see both levels.
Yeah, that's not good.
And
That
for
is not
that-
going to work with me, considering how bad my eyesight is. So I'm just... You guys are just gonna have to tell me when there's another map. Sorry,
Gotcha.
guys.
Ark, can I recommend what I do? What I'll normally do is I'll zoom in on a scene, but whenever I need to move between floors, I'll just zoom out all the way. So I usually just have it zoomed enough for the one floor I'm on instead of like enough for all the floors. Sort of idea.
Yeah, that might work.
Problem
for
is,
me.
Ark
Thank
is
you.
legal. Yeah. I was
Yeah,
just going to say, Ark is legally blind, so if you zoom out too much, everything becomes a blur, and you can't see your token enough to even move it.
what he said.
Okay. Again, it was just an idea.
No, you're fine. And
It was a good idea. It was a good idea. That's why I felt it fair to give context for why it might not necessarily work in this specific instant, as opposed to just saying, "Oh, it won't work," and leaving it at that as if it were just an automatic
no problem,
bad
no
idea.
problem.
Yep, no
Yeah.
problem.
No problem. But
for audience context, legally blind in my case does not mean completely blind. I am visually impaired to the point of being ridiculously nearsighted. So. I
Continuing
know
on with the
some
scene-
people get
scene.
confused by that.
yeah, let's continue on with the scene though. Sort of idea.
Yes, sorry, just wanted to clear that up in case anybody had
No problem.
questions.
Yep, no problem.
No problem. No problem.
So, yeah, you guys are looking for a table. I'm looking for a table. Eh. I'm just gonna grab this one over here then.
Okay. And Ceres, one thing you do notice about one of the tables next to you is it's got a lot of food on it. Like almost like 5 feet high of food.
There's a buffet? Is that what you're saying?
No, not a buffet. It's just
Somebody went all Shaggy and Scooby on the place.
pretty much. And you see a halfling with this mountain of food. Jovial. Can you describe your character?
At the moment, he has his hands together in front of him as if he is praying. This is Halligan Fullbelly. Fullbelly being a nickname, a earned name in halfling culture. I am not telling you his actual name because that will be later, probably.
Understandable.
Anyway, he is dressed like a well-traveled individual. Chainmail dawn is upon his chest with armored leggings. He is noticeably barefoot.
I can't remember if that's normal for halflings or not.
He is.
No, I meant the whole no shoes thing.
It is.
Okay.
it is entirely halfling and hobbit culture.
Okay.
Anyway, a myriad of weapons are up next to his table. Now, let's get on to facial features. He is noticeably rugged, having facial hair, which is odd for a halfling. He has dark brown, almost coal hair that is tied back into a half ponytail. He has honey brown eyes and wears a casa. For anyone who don't know what a casa is, that is a straw hat.
Thank you. I was just about to ask.
As he finishes his prayer, he begins to chow down upon the mountain of food.
How would you say your characters look? Because I'm just curious. Because with Saris, she's a young adult, so.
He's in his 60s, so I'd say, what would that be? His young mid-20s.
Let me pull up the chart that Kat uses and I'll send it to you. But continue on.
Yes, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. I was just curious.
All good. I'm waiting for that chart.
Jovial's just waiting on the chart right now.
Yep.
Hang on, I think I've got it somewhere. If
I got it. I'm
somebody's-
sending it to him.
Oh,
For
okay,
those
I
of you
thought
in the audience, I do have a chart that we do all the race ages.
Yes,
Okay.
and it is very convenient. Thank you for that.
Okay, he is a settled adult.
So, yeah, it's like, so Cyrus would be younger than him then. All right.
Yes. If I remember correctly, he is 62 years old.
Yeah. The gnomes, the brother and sister.
I'll PM that to you so we can continue on with the session.
Hmm.
So as the waitress is taking the gnomes orders, she meant at the big pile of food Halganir has is going. When was it the policy to give complimentary breakfasts? You always run into that one person who eats you out of house and home.
And Cyrus pipes up from the next table over. Wait, so is there any food left, or does he have it all?
We do have some food left, but it's a little scarce right now.
No.
But we do have enough for your two orders, gnomes. And she looks down at the steel lizard there. Does he take regular pet food or nails?
No, the vendor does not need to eat. It's a construct.
Yeah. And Donnie will just pet it after saying that.
All right, very well. I'll get your orders as soon as possible.
Thank you. Have a good day.
So she quickly goes over and gives the barmaid behind the counter the order before scurrying off to the female halfling. And what would you like, ma'am?
Got any pancakes?
No pancakes. We do waffles.
I haven't had those in a while. That sounds wonderful.
So an order of waffles then for you.
Yes, please.
And
And
you,
thank you.
you hear a voice coming from across the table. Make that too, please. Oh.
Hmm?
By the way, sir. So as you look down the table, and you see a familiar figure of your cousin.
Larry in here.
Oh, come
You
on.
cut out a bit.
What?
Who cut out?
Can you,
Out.
who
Yeah,
cut
Ark
out?
had cut out when they were.
You did.
Ark had cut out.
You did.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yes.
She... Cousin Larry? What are you doing here?
Well, I just happened to win myself a ticket to the show, and I was told the rumor that you would be here too. So I waited at a table for you, but I didn't realize you were hiding behind that guy's food platter.
Well, I didn't see you earlier. I would have come over. Seems
you
like
sh-
you were the one.
Did you shrink the last time I saw you?
You sure it's just you that haven't gotten taller? Oh, it's great to see you. I haven't seen a familiar face in a while.
Well, no better time to find friendly faces. I'll have to see a grand show.
Yeah, that's why I came. Never been to one. Heard it was something new in town. Well, new to the continent, anyway. I don't know if you got my last letter, but I'm journeyman rank now in the cleric in the cleric order.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I'm. That's why I'm out and about. Part of the job. It's been quite the experience so far. But how are you? Have you been?
Oh, trying to find small jobs here and there.
You been keeping out of trouble?
Even though it's Morrison, trouble should have been switched to my middle name.
Oh, don't I know it? Well, you just don't get caught again, all right? I don't have the money to bail you out of jail like last time.
Are you kidding me? It's like a penthouse in there.
Oh dear.
And the waitress comes and places two plates of waffles and a big jug of syrup right in the middle. Thank you for the treat, Cyrus. This is really appreciated. And he takes a bite out of the waffles.
Of course. You know what? Yeah, my treat this time. But next time, you're buying. And she starts digging into the waffles enthusiastically.
All right. And as this group spends the morning at the familiar inn, eating their complimentary breakfasts, elsewhere, where we are gonna head towards the circus. Oh, wrong map.
You're fine.
I see nothing.
Yep, it's of course with D&D, we always have to have something go wrong, don't we?
It wouldn't be a session without
Your
the tech.
shame will last forever.
Ha.
Well, now you've piqued our interest. Go ahead and say the reference, Cactus.
And music is nothing like Gatless.
Nope.
Misspelled the name. I'm unsubscribing.
Anyway. Even though it's the morning before the show, people are buzzing around to get a view of every little trinket possible with this circus. Every unfamiliar vendor food that they've never seen, every little prize, every little souvenir, every little talent that they can see before the show. And stepping out into this amazing air, we will start with this brass dragonborn towering above everyone else as he looks around. Dragon, can you describe your character?
Mic problems again?
I'm using multiple devices.
Mhm.
Which is typical for me. So let's see. Glass Dragonborn. 6'1", 138, 188 pounds. Red eyes, glass scales, no hair. He is wearing backpack. What else? Backpack has a hooded lantern on it. And it doesn't seem to be wearing anything but like just clothes to keep himself civilized amongst non-draconic races. And he's bustling him up from place to place. He's just pausing, looking for the next place to go to. I'm not sure where I'm at on this.
Near the bottom at the center.
there I am. All right.
Yeah.
So, we'll go over to this tent, saying hello to the person as he goes by. So,
You see a couple of people waving hello. As you can see, it is a face painting booth.
we'll watch that for a few moments.
Yep. You see what looks to be a tiefling child having her face decorated as like a blue and silver butterfly, which reflects really nicely on her purple skin, as well as a human boy getting his face painted with what looks to be a phoenix with a fiery tail going down around his eye, and with a sparkling pattern.
So he looks at each child and asks them, "Does it tickle?"
The tiefling girl kind of, she's trying not to move because they're still painting her face, but she's like going tiny bit. And you see one of the workers of the face paint turned to you and says, "We can do faces as well as arm decals if you want, sir."
What price?
Pardon?
What's the price?
Depending on the design, we have some that go for 1 gold to 15 gold.
Forgot to find out. Do we have any starting gold?
You should, yes.
I don't have it on my character sheet, so I'm not sure. Yeah. I might come back. Thank you for the offer.
Anytime. We're here before the show starts.
Oh,
Yep.
What time does the show start?
It should start in about, let's see, look at the clock, about 2 hours from now?
Thank you. And he'll go to the next tent and see what's there, saying hello to the people as he goes by.
All right, and with that, we will go to a different part where we see someone coming through the sides a little bit right over here. If I can. Can you guys see the paint?
Yep.
Yep. And with that said,
Give me a second. I didn't see the ping myself. Thank you.
Yep, and with that, Luna, can you describe your character?
So, My character is a toweringly tall person. Or at least he would be if he were a halfling. But for a human, his mere 5 foot nothing does not strike the most impressive frame. He has brilliant blonde hair, which is long and messy and frames a rather plump face, blue-eyed and rosy cheeks that look around the area in wonder. His ill-fittingly baggy cloak is wrapped around him and hanging off him loosely, giving him an even more unimpressive appearance. But right now, he seems to be drinking in the sights, looking around at anything and everything. And I now need to reload the page because it's suddenly lost all visual for me.
Okay.
There's an almost childlike excitement on his face. Well, I say indeed, this seems like a jolly good experience.
Yeah. And your eyes kind of dart to this child here who is holding like this wand that makes bubbles in every single color of the rainbow.
Mm-hmm. He, as he sees a child performing with the bubble wand, and I'm guessing the child is showing off seems the wrong word. Being a bit performative with it.
In a sense, yes.
He begins clapping enthusiastically. Bravo! Bravo, young man! Bravo!
Both the child and mother kind of stare at you with confused looks.
Oh, sorry, madam. Sorry, young sirs. It's never seen a device like that before. I thought you were a performing magician.
No, Mom just got me from the tent, and he points to this giant tent right here. Yes, it's from one of the souvenirs that this place has that you can buy.
Fascinating. That's a lovely gift. I'm sure you thanked your mother for her generosity. Yes, young man.
I always thank my mom when she buys me something.
And what a polite young gentleman. And thank you very much. I must see one of these for myself. So 10 minutes later, he's gone to the thing himself, and now he is playing with the bubble wand.
Hang on a moment, because I got a price list.
Alright.
You can't go anywhere without knowing what the price is.
Okay, let me just check how much I've got. Why can I not? Oh, that's because I was looking at my spell list for some reason. Okay, there we go. How much do I have on me? Ah, okay, yep. Ooh, that's gonna be expensive, but... Okay, he's gonna get the normal one, not the multicolored one, though the multicolored one is tempting. So I'll mark the 3 gold off my GP. There we go.
Yep. And you now have a wand of bubbles.
Bubbles! Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles!
I
No,
have
that's
bubbles.
not in character.
Are you going to be doing that particular voice for the entirety of the... I'm sorry, just that you...
It is my character. It is my character, after all.
I know, just so strange hearing that out of you
Why? What would?
specifically.
Why? What would be strange about a little bit of friendliness, young miss?
Shutting up now? Shutting up.
I'm muting.
I've already typed my defense for my reasoning.
Okay, so
I did want to ask the DM real quick, where do we find that price list if we accidentally close the box?
you should go to the tab of Alphateria in towns. You will see in need, and you will find the Cirque souvenir prices. Yep, that's one. That's one thing. Any price list, any character that you guys will know will appear in these tabs. So if you get lost or forget a character's name, you can look it up.
Can anybody hear anything I'm saying?
I heard you. I thought you were answered by Wicked
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah.
Okay, because when I said thanks for her answer, the thingy didn't light up, so I don't know if.
Oh, okay. We didn't hear that. We didn't hear the thanks.
I heard the thanks for some reason, but okay.
I heard thanks.
That is weird. Okay.
I did not.
Technology, don't question it.
But anyway, I believe we have one more party member to introduce, as well as get the rest of us in the scene.
We'll get to that one later as everyone else starts arriving in this little center. Do you guys want to take the time to explore this area?
I do.
Here. I am not going to get used to that tone of voice from you. I am sorry. Just
Just takes time. He's a voice actor. And I got
And
my
he's a
character
damn good
tag.
one, too.
Terribly sorry, young miss.
And Sound Donovan is right here, so do you want me to move him to where you pinged?
I didn't ping yet.
You
just
should
thought
have
I gave my
pinged right
character.
here, so, but yeah, that could have been my issue, but yeah.
There we go.
Must have been an accidental bing.
Yeah.
Ping, not a bing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So while Alakar is playing with the bubble wand, and Zozar is looking at a food vendor which has some nice grilled meat on it. We have the rest of you coming in and taking in the sights and sounds of the waiting area.
So, what other fascinating things might there to be explored, to see and to do in this? Oh, this is so exciting!
Do you see the mother looking around? Well, I know there are food vendors here. There is a guy doing fortune telling. I believe in the one of the purple tent over here, and I think that tent has like a game of cups or something. You ask a lot of questions, mister.
DM faster than any time before.
Oh.
Okay, what
And
just
she's back.
happened? What just happened?
Okay.
We were just joking about
As I said,
yeah.
wow, 0 to DM quits in a second. My goodness, I have talent.
And then all of us dying of laughter, so you all just missed us dying of laughter.
Pretty much.
Dang it!
All
That's
because your internet said, nope, I'm not taking this.
That'd be perfect timing too.
Yeah,
But- did you hear the last thing? Did you hear the last thing I asked or said?
What else is there at the circus?
Yes. Okay, you did hear that. So I don't need to repeat myself. Oh, excellent.
You hear the child first going, you ask a lot of questions, mister.
Well, I'm new here. Only arrived just a few days ago, and I seem to have arrived at a wondrous time.
The mother's going, well, we've only been here for a couple of hours, but we know there's a face painting booth here, a couple of food and drink vendors over there. Over there, I believe it's a balloon game, and over here is a fortune teller, and over here is a game of cups. And of course, the souvenir
the fortune-
tent up here.
Yes, thank you for directing me that earlier. Oh, the fortune teller does sound fun. Although I do want to try some of the wonder of food I'm sure is being served in this land, but he pats his belly, trying to work on the diet. So he's gonna go over to the fortune teller. He's curious about that.
Yep, fortune teller is up there.